Here we have the Socket NC, and this is a fuse finder or circuit breaker finder, and you can use it to trace circuits in a board that maybe you're otherwise unlabeled, or you're trying to determine if a particular outlet is from a certain place on the board that isn't quite clear otherwise. They do come in handy, especially when you're trying to make additions onto a circuit and isolate it. It always helps verify that that is the actual circuit in question before you go turning the power off and upsetting people you don't need to. I'll open this up and show you what we've got inside. And first and foremost is the actual plug-in unit, and this can be connected via a plug top, as you can see in the picture there. But there's also some probes you can use that you can attach into a lighting circuit. There's some commando sockets as well that you can use for other connections, and I'll show you those in a minute. The basic principle of it is quite straightforward. It enables you to quickly identify which breaker or fuse is protecting a circuit. The transmitter, which uses the main supply, so that's this thing you can see here. It generates a modified high frequency signal into the line conductor, and that's then detected by the fuse finder receiver, and that signal doesn't affect other equipment, but it's powerful enough to work over several hundred meters as claimed by the manufacturer. And I'll show you the receiving element now, and that's this thing. And we'll do a little demo of it in use on a small distribution board we have in our business unit, and I'll show you it working. But I mean, that's basically the principle of it. The transmitter plugs in to a socket outlet, and the receiver gets waved alongside the distribution board or consumer unit. I'll leave that there. I'll just pop those out of shot for a moment, and I'll show you some of the other bits and pieces you get in the kit. So these are the two probes, and you can see there it has the IEC connector to go into the transmitter. You also get a couple of crocodile clips to go on those, so obviously you can't be stood holding the probes on your own. It works better if you've got a second pair of hands, of course. And these are the commando plugs I was on about, so that's your yellow typical 110 volt connector. And again, see, that would plug into the outlet, that goes into the transmitter, and the same here for your blue 230 volts one, same principle. And that's the range of accessories you get in the kit. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward. I'm going to jump over onto the tripod now, and I'll show you it in use on a distribution board. So just bear with me 2 ticks and we'll jump back on the video. So welcome back. You can see here we're at a small distribution board, and I'll show you how this all plugs in and works. So you can see we've got a little socket outlet down here. Plug that in and turn it on, and you can see you get the red indication light there on the transmitter. Just pop that up there, see if we can get it to stay still. There we go. And then on this you've got the on, off and reset button, so you hold it down to turn it on. You can hear it starts pinging there. And once you've gone through the process, if you want to reset it, you hold it down briefly and it will reset itself. You see, basic principle is to hold it onto the end of the MCB and just move it up and down. You can hear it sort of calibrating itself, and you can see there it's now fairly happy. That's the water heater circuit, that's the socket circuit, and that's the lights, and we could be quite happy that that's there. Now I'll show you this now. If we press that button again, that's then reset it. So you see here it's going quite high, thinks it's the water heater, but we run over the socket one, over the lights, sockets again. Now it's realised as it's picking up that signal exactly where it is. So I'll just take this and I'll plug it in at the other side of the office now, so you can see that it's not just because it's close to the distribution board. So I've reset the probe again. I've plugged it in over on the other side of the socket circuit. We'll go through that process again. You can see that illumination on there shows you very clearly that that's the MCB in question, and you're getting that audio as well. turn it off, you just hold the button down and off it goes. Simple as that, really. And again, with the probes, you can attach them into a lighting accessory or onto a fuse connection unit. Anything you like, really. You've got the commando plugs as well. The only thing I would say is if you are attaching them into things like fuse connection units, you need another person with you, really, so that that can be done safely, that they can be in control of that while you're at the consume unit or distribution board using this. That's the only safe way to do that, in my opinion. So I hope you found this video useful, and yeah, thanks for watching.